All right, you guys. So if you're working in the house and you got a whole bunch of stuff going on and you put in your AirPods and you have your ANC on, you probably won't hear the background, which is great. So some of the cons. Obviously, the fit. The fit's going to be an issue. As you guys can see, I'm actually like a lot of people. I usually only have like one headset in at a time. One, that's just to keep like awareness. Two is just, it's best of both worlds. If my phone rings and I'm not necessarily close to it, does it work? Can I answer the phone? Absolutely, yes, I can. Right now, I'm going to go in. One thing I don't see that I would like to see. Oops, and I just connected to the wrong one. Oh, no, these are them. All right, so you could take off, right? Noise cancellation. Transparency is when it passes through. So anything, information in the back or any audio in the back is going to pass through and you'll be able to hear it. So you want to be aware if you're walking out. You want to hear sirens. You want to hear horns. Certain things, because of the technology and the software behind it, is going to make sure that you're always aware, right? So again, when you're on a bus, if you're in a safe place and you don't want to hear the background noise, you're in an office, amazing. If you don't, turn it off. And again, you get to choose, right? So anything else? When you asked me if there was any colors, right?
Yeah,
everybody knows you're wearing AirPods. I feel like it's their thing, which is why they haven't come out in colors. They also own Beats, right? I love these headphones. People can shit on them all day, but I actually do enjoy these headphones. There's a place for them in the world. These come in every color under the sun. I'm shocked that it's taken Apple so long to release these in other colors. I want to see the jewel tones. I want to see the skin tones. You get what I'm saying? I want to see some personality. The number one thing we just saw, if you guys see our other video where I'm putting a black cover over my PlayStation 5, why are these not in black? Right? You have so many different colors for the iPhones. One standard? Come on. Right? This is why we have to spend money and, get all the little fandangles and all this other stuff. Because Apple doesn't allow it. So that's just one thing I need to break up. Yes. So, again, they're not shipping them with the power blocks. I actually hate that because I need more power blocks. I'm tired of, especially when I travel a lot, trying to make sure. I went to New York, could not, thank God one of the hotels had wireless charging. But I had to go, it took me like 3 days just to find the correct charger because I had to get a USB to the Lightning. So the fact that these aren't USB-C, kind of like similar to, what everybody else is using, that is extremely annoying. If these came on USB-C, I think Apple would see their sales of these jump.
So you have to use the Apple car
you
charger.
You have to use, and it's Apple specifically the Lightning. So that's anybody.
So that must be brilliant though, because how much are these charging by themselves?
Probably like $25.
Yeah.
And then you have to pay another 10, 20 for the brick.
So that's probably smarter because you have to
money wise, but again, to me, if I can go into a store and get like my Buds 2, right, from Samsung, I can play those with anything. Right? The battery lasts long and I can charge it so I'm never scared. Guess what? Is it the fanciest, sexiest thing in the world? No, but because it's convenient and I know I'm always going to have access to my music or access to, my headphones, these are things that I'm thinking about as a consumer, right? And on top of those are way cheaper, right? $400 and I have to carry around a specific cord, which means I have to carry around another power bank. Thank God. I have an i12 mini. I had to get this because the battery on the i12 mini is terrible, right? Thank God I can.
And it charges.
Yeah, so that's a power bank. And even that, right? It's at
so
75%.
That didn't work when you go to New York? What's that?
Well, if they have wireless charging, yes. I went to another hotel. They didn't. They had USB, but it's USB, the standard one, not the USB-C, which is the round one.
Right.
So that's why I had to go find another power brick. Right now, this is my Apple power brick. Let's see if this will charge it. And I feel it should because it is a wireless charging. Boom, automatically.
Wow, that is pretty cool. Okay.
So, that's a plus.
But that cannot be used on my phone. Like I can't. No. I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think this one maybe, try the Samsung. The Samsung might be able to if they have wireless charging. I've never tried that. That's a very good thing to test. Okay.
Interesting.
So I'm happy that I can charge that. At least now, these two use the same charger, which is great. And I have a little battery pack. So it helps.
So, and these are, you have to buy these separately, of course. And what's the price range for the charger, the Apple charger?
Okay, so you guys, again, these are Canadian prices. This right now is retailing for 119 Canadian.
For a charger?
For a charger pack that's specific to Apple.
Okay.
Again, the only reason I have one is because this is the i12 mini. Battery life is atrocious. I need if your phone can't last at least a day, and I'm coming from the Huawei, which will last a day and a half with one charge. I'm not used to, and you guys, I'm out and about. I got Bluetooth running. I got my headphones on. I'm connected. You get what I'm saying? I'm out on the road. I don't have time to be worried about battery life. Now I have to think about these things. So the only reason I got this was because I used my points, my Scene Points, which is a program in Canada through your credit cards. I got enough points where I could cover the full cost.
Oh, that's
Would I pay
cool.
my own money? Hell no.
Oh, okay.
That is a steep price to pay. And again, I've seen people with different types that are way cheaper. So I'd probably go with that. But again, just to keep it, succinct, why not? It comes in handy.
Yeah, it does.
It's another thing
Absolutely.
to carry around. But again, Apple, when they wanna, they'll do it. So any more questions regarding this? I know you had a couple of things to say.
I think you got it covered. Do you think this is worth it to buy the to spend $400?
So again, coming from the original AirPods, these are the 2s that I got for free with the purchase of my MacBook a couple of years back. These are still holding up, right? I definitely can see a time where I'm gonna have to retire these. Not in the sense that hey, it's just technology is gonna keep moving quickly. The battery life is gonna degrade. Again, my demands, especially now that the world's opening up pre-COVID, they're gonna go up. The only things that these have on, and I could tell right now, is that now this is starting to hurt my ear. So this has been in for a little bit. It's starting to hurt my ear. That is not what I want. I can't. You get what I'm saying? I can put these in and
you have the mini tips on it then.
And I have the extra small.
Extra small.
I can
and it's still hurting your ears.
Ever.
So, which ones? Okay, so this one is what?
This is the AirPod. These are the AirPod second generations. Just the normal AirPods.
Okay.
With the normal stem.
And you can keep them in forever.
I can keep these in forever. The only thing I can't sleep with them.
Okay, so the other one, that's the new Pro 2.
These are the Pro 2s.
You're having difficulties with them.
Yeah.
And
So
you're
that's
having
my number one.
Yeah. And that's what you were trying to avoid.
That's why I ended up giving away my original pairs. I thought that with the extra small tips, it would fix that.
Right.
I guess my ears are just very unique. So will I spend, am I happy to spend, what was it, almost, $361. So $362.
If it's hurting your ears, you have to bring them back.
No. For me, it's a no. I will stick with the AirPods second generation. And the only reason I didn't get the third generation of the AirPods is because I didn't like the fit in my ear.
So what about the resale value? Would it resell?
Absolutely. The thing about Apple products is they're kind of always in demand. So if you're a person who's always putting things on Kijiji, I gotta take these out. These are kind of getting painful. If you're always on Kijiji or Craigslist, you could definitely get $100. You get what I'm saying? In the States now, because obviously their market's slightly different, it's going to be a little bit different. I can get $50 for these easy. New, I think they're retailing at $129. I think is the lowest I've seen at Costco. So again, you're going to get something back. The only thing about these ones is that it was $100 for the wireless container. You notice how I can't charge this? It's because the case doesn't allow wireless charging. So I have to rely on plugging this in, which means I have to rely on...
Okay, but the newer version you can.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
So Apple, because capitalism, they have another version of these with the case that's wireless, but you got to pay $100 more for it.
Wow. Okay.
Right? So now you can see how it starts to get expensive. Worst case, if you have 2 kids that want a pair of AirPods, you're looking at $800.
Yeah, you're going to save
right? And that's not their education, So I could definitely see where it can get a little bit sticky. And then on top of that, Apple offers, if you buy from Apple, you can engrave it with a little emoji. You can put your name on it.
And that's for extra charge?
No, for free.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Right? So that's why I have a feeling that's how Costco was able to get it, because they don't offer that. So they're, I think it's 3% cheaper. which isn't a lot, but it's something if you don't care about that stuff. But you asked about resale value. That's the only reason I didn't engrave it. Because if I want to resell it, you want it to be in pristine condition. That's the only reason why I would go out and get cases and stuff for them too.
Oh, okay. Right.
The thing about these guys, yes, they're cheap, but like once you drop them, because I said you will drop your earphones, everything goes splatters.
So, again, sorry, can you listen to the AirPods on through any phone?
Test it. Let's test it right now.
Okay, so this is my phone.
All right, unlock it.
I'm gonna unlock this. I'm gonna put it on. Can we
Go ahead.
So how would it?
So go to your Bluetooth.
Okay.
Right. So right now we're pairing the iPhone or the what is this? A Huawei?
Yeah.
All right, so we're pairing this to AirPods Pro. You asked if we can do it. Let's check. So right now, you guys see that the bottom? Once you hit that, that's going to reset the Bluetooth so you could find it on your phone. So we're going to try and connect it to Bluetooth. So I'm going to turn on the Bluetooth on this phone. I'm going to go into my settings, if I could find it on this phone. Yes. So I'm going to go into settings and I'm going to search for it on Bluetooth. Right? At that same time, I'm going to press this so it comes up under available devices. Well, somebody's MacBook Air is definitely showing up. I see a Galaxy S10, which is what we're recording on right now.
Yeah.
So something's coming up. Let's see. I don't know if it's this, and it's just not showing, but it should say AirPods. All right, so I hear something in this, but it sounds like it's connected to one of mine. Make sure that it's in pairing mode. So you press and hold. Okay, great. Now it's going white. So maybe now it should become...
So this is the one that I'm listening to. Yeah.
So right now I'm pushing that back. Again, this is normal people tech. This should be easy. And it's not. So this is another way how Apple is able to, lock people into their ecosystem. So you guys, this isn't coming up easy. If this were my buds, I'd be able to connect it on my iPhone, my Android phone, any device that picks up Bluetooth. And I'm surprised because maybe I'm doing this wrong, but it should be it shouldn't be automatic, but it should be at least viewable. That's just odd.
So,
all right. So, pros. The pros is now it's sweat proof. The only thing is that if your ear shape isn't ideal for these iPods and you're like me, that doesn't matter because you're not going to have a great fit anyway. So once you add sweat to the equation, And the only reason I say, hey, listen, it's sweat proof, not only the case, but the AirPods, is because if you guys are commuters or if you guys are students, dude, the chances of you getting stuck in the rain is 100%. You don't want $400 headphones to get damaged. So the fact that, there is some protection there, amazing. Is it a huge deal? No, but is it something that you're like, okay, for $400, I'm expecting literally the works. You get what I'm saying? The fact that it doesn't pay my rent, I'm still upset about that. But, hey, Apple's got to make some money too, right? My number one thing is how quickly it pairs. That is that I'm shocked about. With my old ones, even with these ones, which are the Pro, the first generations, it takes a little bit. You get what I'm saying? It's hit and miss. And again, I go from my headphones, I go from my iPhone to my computer, to my MacBook. I switch devices pretty often. And the fact that I have something that can keep up, that's a plus size, right? Okay, now I got to talk about the cons. The fit isn't ideal. You get what I'm saying? The fit isn't ideal. The next part is, again, the stems. The stems are too small for me to actually use and benefit from all the gestures. Right? It's too small. Look, if I'm wearing earrings, it's just going to connect with that. Again, I have to okay, so that's pause. Okay, that's rewind. So double tap is rewind. So I'm used to, on the AirBuds, it's such a huge, hold up. Again, so it's 1, 2. Right? So by the time I hit the stem, it falls out. And you don't want to be fussing with it every day. So that means that I'm going to have to rely to switch it from my phone, which just takes away the fact that, okay, great, now my phone has to be in my hand. You get what I'm saying? So, is it worth it? $361. will I keep the AirPods or will I go back to my AirPods? You guys, right now, as it sits, I love the additions. I think they're on the right track. One, I need a little bit more for $400. I would love the chance to get, it's an aesthetic nation. I want colors. I want to show my attitude. I would love if they came up with like one of these and they just updated that. They need to do a redesign on the earphones because these, for a lot of people, it just doesn't work. So for me, I say it's a no-go. I'm going to stick with my original AirPods. But as a quick review, I'm going to ask my sister, who's AirPods Pro head, to do, to get what her opinion is. So we'll be right back. Guys, so I'm trying to hijack my sister's AirPods, right? So this is what happened, for security features. You get somebody whose AirPods are not, they're going to say, hey, these are not yours. Are you trying to connect these to your phone? Let's hit connect. Let's see what happens. Press and hold the button on the back of the charging case.
Turn around. It's charging.
The owner of this item will be able to see your location.
Ah.
So you ask me, hey, what happens if somebody steals some or whatever? Now you see exactly, they'll be able to know. So go ahead and take them. But like I said, if they show up to your door with law enforcement,
yeah,
you ask for it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if we're going to be able to do this. She probably have to give some sort of permission, I'm assuming. Oh, boom. You can blur that out. Mm-hmm. But look, we're looking at hers. Right now, I'm connecting to my sister's AirPods. So these are the first ones. Go ahead. You are the original owner of the AirPods, and you got to test out the AirPods second generation. What was like your original, did you notice anything?
So with the newer AirPods, I find that the sound is extremely clear.
Oh, even on your calls?
Even on my calls.
Okay, so compared to the originals?
Yeah. A lot of people have trouble hearing me with the originals because I don't know if it's like an update thing, but like with Samsung, you can update your AirPods.
Yes, definitely.
Through the app,
yes,
which is amazing. With these, like, there's no update. I was reading that people were saying to just hold it by your phone and hope that it updates. So I don't really know, but I don't really know if there's an updating system, but I don't like AirPods to begin with, truthfully.
Why don't you like? Yeah, why don't you like AirPods?
Tell us more.
They're just horrible. The seal is horrible. So how well it stays in your ear. Also, the sound. I find that they cut in and out. People can hear you sometimes, and then sometimes people are saying, hello, is anybody there?
Okay.
Yeah, like I just find them not to be... I'm just Samsung all the way. Like There's a distinctive difference between Samsung Galaxy Buds and AirPods, Apple AirPods.
Okay, so that was going to be my second question, but just so you're definitely saying there's definitely a good upgrade.
Yeah, there's
clarity. The phone, like, how did you see it connecting to your different devices? Did that work for you? The fact that now that you have a case that not only charges, but if you lose it, it will play a sound from the case and each individual bud. Is that something that that you'll take advantage of?
Those are good. Those are definitely good
upgrades.
Extras and upgrades, yeah. But there's clearly a difference between the two pros.
Okay. So would you spend your money? So I was just telling, I spent $361 on the second generation. I know like you paid about like $150 extra if you bought it with if you got it with the computer. I think that was the upgrade fee. So you knowing, hey, listen, to upgrade my AirPods, it's going to cost $360 Canadian. Is that something that you could see yourself doing? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Not worth it to you.
To me, it's not worth it.
And you're a student, so you're using them like, work from home. You commute on the bus for an hour each way.
For me personally, no, because my Samsung earbuds at the time, they were newer on the market and cheaper than these.
Okay, and they're still going strong.
And they're amazing. Like, they work so much better.
Okay, you guys, I find that so interesting because I don't know if you noticed, but the tips on it were actually extra small. So Mom was saying how she actually loves the feeling of yours because they fit her ears perfect, which is crazy because we got our ears from mom. But no, you didn't like the fit of the second ones either, even with the extra small tips.
I don't like it. They hurt my ears.
That's
So I
interesting.
had to pull them out.
Okay.
It really hurt the bone in my ear, the boning in my ear, so I had to pull them out.
Fair enough. Did you want to try with the medium tips?
No, because I know how
know how it fits.
These
Things
Apple
go.
products go. They're just for the hype. Like there's like distinctive difference. I'm telling you, I have Samsung products and I have Apple products.
Okay, can you do me a favor and go grab your Galaxy Buds so people know what we're talking about?
I don't have them because T has them.
Oh, you gave them away. Ha!
Yeah, I gave them to my
I
sister.
didn't realize how important headphones are to like society now.
But
the fact
that's
that
I
everybody
want to make
hears
it
a
very
pair.
clear. The only reason why I switched to the Apple is because I had gotten the Apple
As a gift.
iPhone 13.
No.
Okay.
And I had the laptop as well and the watch. So for me, it only made
She's
sense
in
to
the
have them
ecosystem.
sync all together.
Okay, so you guys, here is the original Samsung Stan ends up switching over to iPhone and has more iPhone products than I do. And I'm the one who told her like, hey, you need to get a MacBook. Because she's gone through like four HP computers, Asus, all of those. She's gotten one MacBook and it's been going strong. So she's not a fan. Again, if you're going for value, Galaxy Buds Galaxy Buds 2.
Plus, yeah,
Galaxy Bud Plus. They have a whole bunch of iterations, but those ones should be super cheap. You're gonna love them. USB-C, charges forever. You can take them anywhere. You don't have to worry about it. They update it. So, I mean, value, pound for pound is there. I know this is an AirPods 2 review, but just for the people who, like, if money is a thing, but you still want to get good quality items, grab those. For the people who have a little bit more to spare, again, I have a little bit more to spare. Am I, a fan of spending $400 on AirPod Pros? No, it's a no for me. I love the fact that they're moving in the right direction. Great upgrades, great additions. But for me, it's just not worth the money, especially when I know that there's other alternatives on the market. Like I was saying, these ones are great ANC protection, which is that thing that kind of blocks out and filters out the noise. These are over ear, so you can wear them for longer. On top of that, I can sleep in these, which is something I can't do with any AirPods.
That's interesting that you can sleep in those because those are kind of bulky.
They're bulky, but one, they're smooth, and the shape and how it fits on your head, it's almost like flush. So I could do another video for the people who are into these, but these are amazing, especially for flying.
Okay.
You can get them a good price now because they have another generation out. But
Stay
I
tuned
love
for
this
that
one.
video.
But again, back to these AirPod Pros. Love the additions. Again, I do have some suggestions. I hope that Apple redesigns the AirPods. But it's a no-go for me. Mom, how about you? You are new to the whole ecosystem of Apple. You tried it out. What do you want to share?
I like it. Just like your sister said, I think it was the second one that fits nicely in my ears. I liked it because it was comfortable versus the AirPods 2.
Okay, so
It didn't fit. Yeah, it didn't fit comfortably in my ears.
Okay, so the extra small tips, not for you. You definitely need medium.
Yeah.
For you guys to see, her ears are actually pretty small, so I'm actually surprised. But again, right, it's an individual thing. Anything that's going in your ear, comfort is your number one.
Right.
For me, it wasn't comfortable. For Key, it wasn't comfortable.
What I love though, I left my phone on the table, went into the kitchen with the AirPods on, and I heard perfectly. It was smooth. It was nice. It was just. I liked that fact that it was connected, and it was comfortable in my ears. So, guys, I'm not the one, as I told you before. I'm not the one to spend $400 on anything, right? So.
Which is why I feel like your bias is your review's a little biased.
No, but I think that's legitimate,
because
right?
This is her first.
Yeah.
This is her first wireless headphones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like she's never.
Fair enough.
I've never
But
had.
she put them in and she's like, I love this.
Yeah.
So immediately you see the value.
Has she tried any other?
Well, now she can try your other ones. But the thing is, and that's the thing, you don't have an iPhone.
No.
So you might be shit out of luck. But if you get the Samsung Buds, you can kind of go cross-platform, is what I like to call it.
And another thing that I dislike, that I forgot to bring up, and this is like the most important thing, is the stem of the AirPods. Because Samsung was able to achieve great quality without the stem. You don't need the stem on that.
No, you don't.
You don't. And they were able to get that down pat.
Yes.
Like, it's just like...
You guys, our second video, we're going to just do a direct comparison. Because I know this is for AirPods. But the Galaxy 2s, which again, the value there is going to be amazing, especially if, you know, you're like my mom, you're going into your first buds. I'd say try those. You're going to get them amazing colors. Anybody who's tried them has loved them. Like literally, when I'm going for gifts and stuff, like that's what I'll go for. Right? So, $360 Canadian on AirPods 2 Pro, 2nd generation. It's a no-go from 2 Apple heads. But for the number one from my mom, newbie, you like it. You're into it.
AirPods weren't my thing, but I think I could get into it.
Okay.
I really think I could get into it because the fact that it muffles out most of the background sounds. I like that, and I think for some reason, if you are the kind of person who, you know what I mean, needs to study without noise,
yes.
I think this will be good. The AirPods will be good for you. Now, if you are a person that needs to listen to music while you study, this would be also good because, as I said, it muffles out the background, whatever is happening in the background. So, parents, when you're calling your children and they do have AirPods in, they really cannot hear you. Honestly, this is how great the background.
Vindication!
Whatever.
High five.
Don't use that for an excuse not to answer me.
Okay.
But yeah, but I think I can get into this, guys. But paying $400, no.
Okay, so would you end up going with these ones? No, the fit's a little bit different. The quality is a little bit different. There's no ANC, so there's none of that background block out. Would you get a cheaper version of these, which can be had for maybe about $150, probably
no,
less?
I don't think I don't know. Unless I really got very techie and very into eye products and, you know what I mean, basically very techie. I don't think I will pay that much money for that. As I said, $150 tree is where I go with these. I cannot unless I'm getting them for a gift. I'll take it.
So it's just crazy because this picture has almost $1,000 worth of technology.
Wow.
And that's Canadian, but you know, that's still nothing to laugh at.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah. I'm just, you know, I know that you point out the pros of if you lose this, you can track it and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want, when I have, you know, technology, I don't want to be afraid to sort of lose it or, you know what I mean, or use it because it's so expensive. It's so, no.
Okay, so we're talking about the price, right? This is how I kind of tend to work it out, right? We live in Ontario. Minimum wage is about $15, right? If we paid $360 Canadian, about approximately, I think it was like $362. All right, $362, right? You divide that by a year, that's $30 a month, right? So for the typical Canadian Ontario, if you're making minimum wage, that's 2 hours of work. Do you see a difference now? It looks different.
Yeah,
so mom, I'm telling you now, with that being said, for $33 a month, would you buy this? That's like what, less than an hour worth of work for you?
Yeah. I probably would then. Yeah. I probably would. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
You know what? Since recently I start to pay for quality. You know what I mean? Like I'm aiming to pay for quality and not quantity anymore. Because, you know, it's better to just buy one good stuff, or you know what I mean, versus many of the, you know, many stuff for cheaper. It doesn't work.
Because I would ask you how many headphones from Dollar Tree
have I gone out? Many.
Probably like $20.
Oh,
$30
for sure. It's probably hit. $30. Yeah, it probably hit over $361 by now, right? So,
right. So I can track my buds. I can find the case. Yeah. Nobody can hijack it. If they do, you know, I know where you are. Yeah, so there's some security built in. Yeah. The quality you've already noticed. Again, if I can use this as a head-free set, you drive to Toronto every day. Yeah. You know, for you to just pop in your headphones and be able to make those calls. Right. You know?
And I think that's the reason why I would probably, get those. But
okay.
If I get it for a gift, I will take it and accept it and be grateful for it.
Okay. Right? All right.
Mm-hmm. And that's my say.
All right, you guys. So here we have our review of the AirPods Pro 2. I mean, I'm curious. What do you guys think? I know, you know, we talked about it. I got it at Costco, 3% off, $360 Canadian for it. Is it worth the upgrade? Are you guys gonna check it out? Works out to less than $30 per month. You know, for less than $35 a month. You know, if you look at it over a year, if it's something that you get use from, it might be worth it. So tell me your thoughts. I'm very curious. And thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, guys. Let's go ahead and say it. This is my time, and I deserve
Something better.
better.
All right.